Welcome back to the channel, friends. It is good to be here, and I hope you're doing well. So today I present to you some more Commander Quest, a game that needs absolutely no introduction right here on the channel. Now, I'd like to see if we can put together a tribal deck. That's right, I want to play around with the tribal units in the game. I think they have a lot of synergy, and I think it could be a lot of fun if we could put together a complete deck. So we're going to try that here today, but of course, RNG dependent. We'll kind of see what we stumble on into. So we're going to get on into it. Smash the like button if you're liking the Commander Quest. Become a subscriber if you are new here so you never miss the next Commander Quest upload. We are featuring this game regularly, so if you enjoy it, obviously subscribe so you never miss the next one. Thank you so much, my friends. Let's go. Alright, so when I think about the commander to use to best kind of support a tribal deck, my eyes do go to Richard I. I think I want to use the Francesca. I think it's going to help us in the early game with some of the more challenging fights while we assemble our deck, right? Like, this is going to be all about deck assembly. And then this starting relic right here, the Giant Cross, which will give 3 additional health when granting buffs to ally units. I think it's pretty good because we're going to have numerous tribal units that are cheap to use. Should give us a little bit of extra mana to use things like Solidifying Will and other buffs that we come across. So let's go. Alright, so Eternal Return. Choose and I will give you one. Alright, so Financial Acumen. Enhance 1 card. Increase max health by 20%. Or a random rare relic. Now, I do think that the relics are probably the key, right? Like, there's certain ones that, use X amount of cards and then you get a buff. Like the Decorated Shamshir comes to mind, and a few other things. So let's see if we can secure an impactful relic. Let's go. Proof Pommel. Increase the attack damage of ally melee units by 1. I mean, it's gonna work. It's gonna work with a tribal deck. There's a lot of melee units, of course. It looks like we have Shah the Reclusive waiting for us at the end. I think that's where the Francesca really does come into play for us, for sure. And let's chart our path. So, obviously I want to target fights because that'll give us access, potentially, to tribal units. We have a danger fight right here. Wacky Work Slab. I like the idea of getting into a shop as well to call our deck a little bit. And maybe purchase tribals. So it looks like we have a Wacky Work Slab. And a shop. Or Wacky Works Lab, 2 danger fights, and then this shop right here. I think the bottom path is the obvious path to take. Can always grab the letter in the next chapter if I feel this deck can, rage against the all-seeing eye. But up first, we have the Village Vigilante Leader, a man that is, all about vigilantism, I suppose. So let's start things off nice and easy here. Let's go. Of course, everybody that is a melee unit is hitting for just a little bit more, thanks to that improved pommel. And let's see, hopefully we get an early tribal. A tribal chief would be huge, right? Like, that's kind of the key card because it makes your other tribal summons cost 0, which is exactly what you want, right? Let's go. Crash at the Vigilante Leader. My cavalry. Militia getting home. Beating him down with the club. And he's not long for this world. Let's go. Alright, he goes down. Alright, for our first card reward, let's get something good. Noblesse Oblige. We got Cemetery. Rain of Arrows. I mean, I think Rain of Arrows certainly has a function. Let's re-roll it. Flame Grenadier, Bandage Plus, or Reserve Forces. Choose 1 summon card from your draw pile and put it into your hand. Super useful. I mean, I think future state maybe when we get the Tribal Chief, right? Alright, events. 50% chance to obtain 1 random relic or reduce our health. Let's roll the dice. Roll it again. You bet. Shell Mask. Select 2 summon cards from your deck when obtained and change them into random tribal cards. Here we go. This is ideal. Yes. So Militia and Militia. Alright, very nice. So we got a nice little beginning for a tribal deck. Vanguard and a Vanguard. So 2 Vanguards. Just going to help us cycle our deck a little bit further. Definitely need that chief now. Alright, Troblin. So definitely an interesting start here so far. Let's go, Cav. Alright, very nice. So reserve forces, not going to do us too much good yet. How about 3 tribal vanguards, though? Should be interesting. Like, I haven't really attempted a tribal deck, a tribal run before, but should be interesting to see what kind of comes of it. Kind of excited to play around with some of the tribal cards. See how strong we can make them. Looks like we're getting some pressure on Richard here. But the Troblin is not long for this world. And down he goes. Merchant's Gratitude won the battle without sacrificing the Merchant's son. Oh, interesting. So that was the Merchant's son. We didn't sacrifice him. Alright, Tribal Merchant. Speaking of merchants, the answer is yes. Alright, so we have several tribals already, which is good, but they are, of course, weak. So we have to get them powered up and probably enhanced. We've got the Mathematician. This guy should probably match up pretty well with us, to be honest. Let's see, they have 7 HP. So I definitely want to push bottom lane. Let's get the Merchant down there to start chewing away at these barricades. Let's go. Take him out, boys. And this is kind of why I wanted to use the Francesca, right? It's going to be useful early on, especially. Let's go light cap bottom shelf. Tribal Vanguard. And let's go. Archers, gotta win. Gotta win in a big way here. Very nice. Way to go. Alright, light cav. Keep going. He's on the steel box now. More light cav. We could probably send them top shelf, I think. Send them top shelf and throw the axe. Can we get 5? 4, 3. There was a 5 in there. There we go. Alright, nice hit. Our tribals get swallowed up, of course, but the light cav come and support and win, and we're crashing in on the Mathematician. The guy that's out here with, I don't know, an Excel doc, just crunching numbers. Let's go. Win on the bottom lane and then crash on the boss. Let's get out of here before things get a little too sticky. Alright, derelict steel box. Let's see. Mass ambush. I think this actually does us a lot of good. So yes. Let's go with archers. And maybe even yank some teeth out of the old skull. What do you think? Yes, let's do it. Because this is going to get really sticky really soon. Okay, so those guys don't have free placement. Makes sense. Right, Tribal Merchant, yes. I think we have to really bolster the top lane as well. I can use the axe throw, so let's do it. And let's use these mana stones. And let's at least send a force. In fact, solidifying will. Maybe I want to use that there. Tribal Vanguard. And let's hope they can get it done. Nice, the merchants get it done. Very nice. We get a relic. What do we have? Bone Staff. Summon an allied ghost with a low chance each time an enemy unit is killed. Okay, I like it. Sounds good to me. Mechanic, Cemetery, or Strategist? Mechanic, not in this one, buddy. Owl Bear. We get the Owl Bear. I mean, I've got to take the Owl Bear, obviously. How about the Tribal Chief, though, game? What do you say? How about you hook me up? A Wacky Works Lab, let's see. So we'd probably want to tinker around with the Owl Bear, I would think. So let's do it. Owl Bear, get it. Reduce mana by 1. Increase health by 3. Attack speed up. Number of units by 1. Yes. Increase mana by 1. Attack range. I'm fine with that. Alright, so at least we have a unit we can kind of rely upon. And let's see. Do we go with the letter? I think I'm good on the letter. Do I want to get in on this shop? I mean, I can call a militia. It's probably of high importance. Yeah, let's get into the shop here. Either that or we take this shop. Let's take this shop so I can get this danger battle. Still need that chief, right? And the chief is it's a purple banner card. Which is what, rare? Epic? Yeah, I think that's epic, actually. Alright, so these guys have 6 HP. Let's throw the old axe at them. Boom. Alright, very nice. Tribal Vanguard. Let's go with the militia instead. They're just slightly more durable. Archers gotta win bottom shelf. Let's go. Alright, nice job, archers. Way to go. We got rogues in the middle. Always gotta watch out for them. So let's go. Tribal Merchant. Archer. Tribal Vanguard on the top. And let's go. Alright, nice. Bone Staff. Doing its thing. Summoning a ghost. Spearmaster. Getting home on the Spearmaster. And we do have the Owlbear. Do we unfurl the Owlbear? I think so. Looks like bottom lane is where you're needed, pal. Let's go. Tribal Vanguard. In the mid. Let's make it happen. Owlbear says pulverize. Light cav to rush mid. I think so. Send some archers top shelf. Let's go. I mean, Owlbear this early on, a little OP for sure, but it's going to help sustain our success, hopefully. Let's go. Let's get it done. Owlbears. Go to Pound Town, you bet. Alright, Tribal Migrants. We also get a Barricade or Army of the Dead. Man, this is a pretty useful card if you think about it. But we do have a Tribal here. Summon on a used summon tile. Return the last summon card placed on the selected tile to your hand. So this allows you to kind of, you know, summon a ton of units. I think about the Decorated Shamshir with this mechanic. Especially if it's free with the Tribal Chief, right? Let's take it. It's a Tribal card. We're doing a Tribal run. Or at least attempting to. So let's take it. Top shelf. Danger Battle. Let's go. Probably the Necromancer is my guess. Yep. And this is where I'm particularly glad that we grabbed the Owlbear. You throw him on the top shelf. And you don't look back. Of course. Right, so these guys have 9 HP. Very, very sturdy. Let's throw the axe at them. You bet. Let's go Archer. And Militia in the middle. Kick things off. Alright, very nice. Way to win. So Owlbear top shelf, meaning we're going to take some damage from the archers. It's not ideal, but what are you going to do? Suppose I could have saved the axe throw for them. Let's go with Solidifying Will on the Owlbear. Militia in the middle. Let's go. Alright, good job, Owlbear. Way to just win that lane. Like I always knew you would. Let's go ahead and chuck this at you. Get a light cav mid. Let's go. Alright, pound down the statue, you bet. Getting home on the boss. Another Owlbear. I mean, yes. We're just kind of in that phase where we have to keep getting cards, right? We have to keep assembling our deck. That's what it's all about. And the Owlbear is going to help us win fights, and therefore build our deck further. Throw the axe at you. Get out of here with that energy. And let's go. Like Cap getting home. Getting a little stabby. Let's turn them to dust. Let's go. Owlbear just so strong. Such a formidable force on the field. Relic. Evil Hand. Whenever you would gain a curse card, negate it up to 3 times. Certainly take it. And let's get a card. Maintenance, Light Cav, or Healing Spring. I mean, obviously the Healing Spring. I think Future State, if we get the Tribal Chief, is going to help keep him alive. Let's get a Relic. What do we have? Milk, White Tassel, or Hawk's Eye. Draw 1 additional card when drawing a Tactics card. Attack damage of ally range units by 1. Let's take it. Goes with the Pommel. And let's keep rolling. Let's get on into this shop. Might be able to just outright buy a tribal card. We'll certainly see. Got 132 gold, which is decent. Let's go ahead and take out these longbowmen. Longbowmen, that is. Tribal migrants. Militia archer. Let's go. I mean, we got some decent... We at least got some tribal cards, right? Like, that's the first step in this. And then, of course, the next step is... Let's get the more rare ones. In fact, there's a mythic tribal card. It's something like you destroy... I've never used it, but it's something like if 15 tribals are destroyed, then it awakens into, like, this really powerful being, which is awesome. So I would love to be able to secure that as well. Light cap, bottom shelf. Let's take them out. Barricades are cleared. And on to the guard captain. Harmless spirits. Goes bottom lane. Alright, so... Let's get some archers down. Let's get a tribal merchant for support. Let's use this. Vanguard, militia. Make it happen. Take out that harmless spirit. And a ghost is summoned. Hilarious. Alright, light cav, yes. Let's throw the axe at you and party at the captain. Let's go. Alright, new card. What do we get? Rogue, Indigo, Archive, or Insights. I'm good on all of that. What do we got? 15 cards in our deck. Okay. Let's go with the events. 50% chance. Passing the test. Nothing happens. Random common relic. Oh, let's roll the dice. Looks like our honesty was punished there. Alright, what do we have? Noblesse Oblige, Indigo Archive, Military Arts, or Gay Cité. How about this? The Decorated Shamshir. Oh, man. Oh, man. Just such an unfortunate thing that we're broke as a joke. Let's take the opportunity to call the deck just a little bit. Amateur Militia, get wrecked. The Military Arts, I think, is a great one to get. So let's do it. Let's actually get it enhanced here. Military Arts, yes. And in versus the boss. A pretty underwhelming Act 1. We managed to assemble a few tribal units, but the Tribal Chieftain does elude us so far. We got Shah the Reclusive up. Let's take him out. Alright, so Healing Spring. This is where this axe is going to come in handy. Because honestly, it's you can definitely lose this battle. Nice, we got a ghost up there. It actually does damage to the gate as well. Hilarious. Alright, so let's go. Healing Spring. Let's go. Tribal Merchant. Let's use this. Tribal Vanguard. Decorated Shamshir, though, man. Wish I would have gotten that. Be such a fun combo to play around with. Just didn't have the cash, man. Alright, Owlbear. I think Owlbear pushes bottom. Let's do it. Owlbear. Get dirty. Let's go. Let's get another axe throw. Military Arts. Axe throw. See, reserve forces plus. Let's get some archers down here to help out. Alright, let's keep going, boys. Battering ram is on the gate. I think it's probably going to be the way that we win this. Getting the ram on the gate. Let's buff up the Owlbear. Tribal Merchant, you bet. Send a militia along with. Let's go. Boom. Just keep pounding away there, battering ram. Alright, let's throw some more axes. These guys are starting to snowball just a little bit up here, so let's take them out. Get some ghosts. Wonder what the percent chance of a ghost spawning is. It simply just says low percent chance. Whatever that means. Let's keep going. Reserve forces. Let's get our tribal merchant. And let's send our tribals. Military arts, very nice. Let's get some tribal influence down here. Let's go. Alright, axe throw. Definitely needed. The battering ram is winning. Let's go. Owlbear is just awaken destruction, right? Completely eliminate the great sword threat. Battering ram is going to win. So I think we start sending units mid. Let's go. Take it out. Battering ram. Boom, you bet. And onward to Shaw, the reclusive. Get that HP buff. Let's go, boys. Party at the boss. Got 4 turns. Probably send some cav mid. Reserve forces. Let's get the merchants. Let's go. Keep pushing. Crashing home, Cav. Make it happen. 21 damage. Or 21 HP left, more like. Let's go Owlbear mid. Speed him up. 1 HP remains. Who's going to get it? The archer does. Very nice. We get a relic. So what do we have? Sling, red scale, or pemmican? Do not lose remaining mana. I mean, this gives us 4 to work with. Let's do it. Not really in a position of excess mana. Caltrop attachment. Don't really have any structures. We got the Raging Tide Militia. Or Final Banquet. Now, if I can get this enhanced, it's actually really, really good. I mean, I think it could help us just get a super-powered tribal force out there. Raging Tide Militia. I mean, our deck has been called down, right? Let's do Final Banquet. I'm okay with that. Gotta get it enhanced, though, before it's of true value. Let's go ahead and get some relics. Dark Torch. Remove 2 cards when obtained. Yes. So, Amateur Militia. Get rid of them. Alright, so now we have a nice and lean deck, for sure. The question becomes, can we get some more tribals in our hand here? And look, we have 3 Wacky Works labs on the top lane. And a shop here as well. I don't really think I really need to interact with the shop too much more. I gotta get this enhanced for sure. Military arts can certainly help with that. Let's see. Campfire right here as well. Well, let's do it. Hopefully I get the chieftain right now in this fight. Alright, Vineyard Keeper awaiting the comet. The cleansing comet. Drinking some comet wine. Military arts, yes. Let's kick things off with that, and then I think the Owlbear is a perfect fit. Absolutely. That area damage is just wicked. Alright, Final Banquet. Let's go Healing Spring. Archer, Tribal Merchants. Let's go. Make him a little speedier. Yeah, this guy's not long for this world. He's about to get pummeled by a giant owl bear. The question is it an owl or a bear? Tribal Merchants. Tribal Migrants. Puts it right back in your hand. It's an interesting little combination because it counts as a summon. Right? So, it's kind of the key with that decorated Shamshir if you think about it. Tribal Vanguard. I mean, we'll take it. It's a tribal unit, but unfortunately, not ideal. Wacky Works Lab. I mean, there's one obvious choice. That's, of course, the owlbear. I don't really think it's worth tinkering around with just basic tribal units. Let's do the owlbear, I suppose. Ignore defense. Increase the number of units by 1. I guess. Grant exhaust. Let's reduce health by 10. I think I'm fine with that. And let's keep going. Tribal Chief, where you at? Artillery Captain Andric is our next victim. So Military Arts plus. Healing Spring plus, yes. And Tribal Vanguard. Let's get the Tribal Merchants. Get a couple of these Vanguards out there as well. Could get some light cav. Let's go. Yeah, looks like we're going to have trouble with that engagement for sure. Tribal Vanguard draws the owlbear. Solidifying will. Let's go. Be a little more HP. Alright, these guys crashing on in. Getting home. Got the catapult fire. Good shot. Alright, good job, Cav. Way to bail a guy out. And let's go. Alright, military arts. Here we go. So we can do this, and then we can hit Final Banquet. Although, unfortunately, looks like we don't really get too much by way of card draws here. But Final Banquet allows you to just fill up the field. Boots of Swiftness. Don't mind if I do. Solidifying Will. So that's a bunch of max HP. These guys have a good HP value now. Let's go. I mean, essentially, they have to win on the top shelf. And they actually do a pretty darn good job of it. And crashing in on the artillery captain. Of course, we don't get mono that turn. And how about that? It's enough to take him out. Beautiful. Let's get a card. Preaching Vice. Protective Light, Powder Keg. I mean, this could be fun with the owlbear. It could be fun with the owlbear. But is my deck getting a little too large? I guess not really at 15. Protective Light is decent. And what else do we have? Right, like 2 HP and 70 attack. I think I'm good. It's just, it's unfortunate. It really is. Haven't seen what we are looking for. Just haven't found it yet. I guess let's get the owlbear tinkered up on again. How about this? 4 owlbears in a stack. Pretty insane. Reduced attack range. Completely fine with me. Absolutely insane. Alright, let's see. Let's make a choice. I think I'm good on the letter for this one. Senior Engineer Casserole. Alright, Owlbear. All 4 of them. Going mid. What an intimidating sight. Tribal Vanguard. Let's pound away in the barricades. Let's go. Like a terrifying last sight, right? A bunch of owlbears. Ready to rock and roll. Healing Spring, yes. Light Cav. Final Banquet, we'll hold on to that. Gotta get it enhanced. For maximum effectiveness, of course. And there's just too many owlbears. Doesn't know what to do. Military Arts. Solidifying Will on the owlbear. Yes. Tribal Vanguard, you bet. Hit this and the archer. Let's take out the blacksmith. And this guy is finding out big time. Finding out the power of the owlbear. Let's go. And he's definitely our power card. Let's see. Light cab, I suppose. Let's go with it. And down he goes. As you would expect. Let's grab a card. Empowered Flamecaster. Doesn't really do us much good. Crossbowman. I mean, it's a decent card, I suppose. Gain 2 mana. Just getting a whole bunch of nothing. I'll take it, I suppose. I've got enough tactics cards. But really, we need a few key tribal cards, man. We just got to keep stacking them up. This current iteration of our deck just isn't tribal enough. You know what I mean? So these guys charge while drunk. I think I want to wait on the healing spring to get it enhanced first. So let's go with the cavalry. Let's go with something like that. Wow, just eliminated that area damage. Pretty brutal. So obviously we have to lean on the owlbear here. Let's throw him bottom shelf. And in they come. Getting on Richard. Party at Richard. Not the right place to party, man. Let's go with Tribal Merchant. Tribal Vanguard. Vanguard, let's use this. Let's see if the Archer will help support top. He does not, but it looks like we're going to win. Maybe not quite. Healing Spring. I think we can probably use it. Let's throw an axe right there. Powered Flamecaster. Take him out. Militia Archer top shelf. And let's go. Owlbears just gotta win. Powered Flamecaster. Put you top shelf. Tribal Vanguard Plus. What do we got in the deck? Nothing that's free. Let's just go with this. We're good with it. The owlbear is getting home with all of their fury. Just so strong. It's just a giant ball of HP, essentially. That can't be stopped. Alright, military arts, hit it. Powered Flamecaster. Tribal Merchant. Let's throw this up. Let's go Militia Archer. Boots of Swiftness. Got a bunch of Spark Catalyst now. If you saw my Spark Catalyst run, you know how to use those effectively. Let's go. And if you haven't seen the Spark Catalyst run, well, there's a playlist of Commander Quest right here on the channel. Got a bunch of runs. Check it out if you like. I mean, just complete destruction. Let's get a card. Varangian Guard. Man, I'm just getting great cards, but not what I want. I mean, you take it. You take it. If you're going to be successful in the run, you certainly take it. Let's get into the shop. Let's see if we can maybe purchase what we're looking for. Here's a trench. Another decorated champs here, man. Pull teeth is useful. I don't really need to cull anything, do I? I think this might help me, because it's going to give me refresh opportunities. Let's keep going. Relic. What do we have? Decorated Shamshir. Peppermill. Spiked armor. Let's take it. Another fight. I've got some refreshes now, so maybe that's the key. Got Ilfrit, the Flame Wielder. Okay. Got a fire pit there. Okay, got it. Area damage ignition. Merchant. Tribal Vanguard. Let's hit this. And this. Let's go. These guys are fast. Wow. So that guy likes to set himself on fire. It does appear. Alright, so we got powder keg carriers. Interesting fight. And this guy uses spark catalyst. Alright, Owlbear top shelf. With some archer support. Let's go. This guy's going to use spark catalyst. Is that it? Doesn't look like it. Alright, reserve forces. Do we need it? Do have a pretty sizable force coming. These guys have 15 HP as well. Let's use it for the archer, I suppose. Tribal Vanguard. Get reserve forces again. And here they come. Definitely interesting. Spark catalyst. Alright, so he unfurls it. And now it's party at the Flame Wielder. This guy's greatest nightmare comes to fruition and he falls. And what do we have? Powder keg carrier, militia spearman. Man, just a whole bunch of nothing here for me. Rucksack rummage. Encouraged. Caltrop attachment. Just don't have any structures. Encouraged is okay, but I'm good. Just don't need it. Alright, so Wacky Works Lab, I think we've tinkered around with cards enough. I need to get on in here to this campfire. And let's see, what are we enhancing? Final Banquet. We'll do that. It's a good card. Danger Battle. This might be an opportunity. Alright, the Return Necromancer. Kind of aware of this guy's kit. It's going to be a little more intense this time around, I suppose. Let's go. Push hard, boys. Let's get on that statue. Take out the shields. Alright, so we got a healing spring. Alright, so this really isn't a good combination. Let's take out these guys. Strategist. Final Banquet. I think it's pretty much the key. Because I need something that can withstand the charge. How about the Owlbear? It's the perfect card. Solidifying Will. Yes. Tribal Vanguard. Tribal Vanguard. Times 3. Tribal Migrant's not going to do me too much good until we can get into a better spot. Card pile's empty. Let's go. Owlbear just swallows up the charging cavalry. And the tribals are getting home to the Return Necromancer. Let's keep going. I mean, what we really need is the Tribal Chieftain, and then I think we can start doing some fun things with this deck. I mean, otherwise, it's pretty much, I guess, 2 dates. Like, currently, right now, it's kind of like an Owlbear carry. Which certainly wouldn't be the first time. We've used the owlbear here on the channel. Let's go. Alright, let's keep going. Let's use this. Let's use this. Got another owlbear. Let's send him bottom shelf. And speed him up. Let's go. A little bit of urgency here, owlbears. Alright, pounding down the statue. Getting on the necromancer. Gonna turn him to dust here. Light cav, yes. Top shelf. Cav v cav. And it's a party at the necromancer. He's down. Alright, a relic. Injury insurance policy. We'll take it. Obtain card. Militia, drill instructor, sacrifice, preaching vice. Let's re-roll this again. Sticky Poppet, Army of the Dead. I mean, we kind of have a ghost thing going on. Let's grab Army of the Dead. Sure. And on into the campfire. Healing Spring, I think. What does this do? 6 additional ghosts. I think we can probably use military arts for that. Healing Spring is too good. It's such a good card. It's an amazing card. And on into the dragon. See how this guy likes. A bunch of owlbears. Army of the Dead. Military arts, a very expensive version of it, but let's do it. Let's grab Army of the Dead. Let's go Tribal Merchant. Reserve Forces. Let's see. Who's a decent option? I suppose the Archer. Let's go. Definitely got a win on the top. Need a lot of support up there. Alright, Healing Spring, yes. Owlbear. Top Shelf, yes. Final Banquet Plus. Let's hit it. Oh, never mind. I don't have any mana left. Okay, so that actually really works against me. Definitely a tactical oversight by yours truly. Let's hope these guys take their sweet time getting home. Yeah, that's not good. Really not good. Alright, we got Army of the Dead. Let's do it. Let's throw this here. Owlbear bottom shelf. You bet. Just burns the owlbears. Kind of brutal, man. Kind of brutal. Bringing in guard, top shelf. Reserve Forces. Tribal Merchant. Or the free mana man, I suppose. Boots of Swiftness. Let's make it happen. Bring in guard. Hang it in there. This guy just loves flaming lanes, doesn't he? Well, let's push mid. Bring in guard. Gets home. Hacking away at the boss. Very sturdy force that can do a lot of damage. Because, of course, they just reject counterattacks completely. So, Owlbear, yes. Mana Stone, bring in guard. Reserve Forces. We got the Merchant. We do not. Tribal Vanguard mid. Let's go. Flames my Owlbears again, man. You gotta stop that. Alright, Army of the Dead, yes. Militia Archer. Let's put you down there for some additional support. Let's go. Bringing card. Just such a strong card, man. Empowered Flamecaster. Make it happen. And he does. Alright, party at the Drake. Let's go. Take out those guys. The Francesca, it's basic, but it's very good. Alright, so what do we have? Kind of more of the same. Let's keep going. Militia Archer, top shelf. Let's go. Military Arts, bringing card. The Drake's not hanging around for too much longer. Let's take him down. And down he goes. Excellent. Let's grab this relic. The car holder. Lone Wolf Pipe. Only one unit is summoned on the first summon each turn. Attack damage and health of the remaining units are combined. Imagine this with the Owlbear. It would give him like what? Like 360 HP and 8 attack. Gain 1 mana for every 6 unit summons. So this is the kind of relic that I'm talking about. If we can somehow like just get more tribals, right? This would go really well, but let's do the Lone Wolf Pipe because the Owlbear, right? Here you go, the Forgotten Elter. Free placement awakens when 15 allied tribal units are killed. Exactly what you want to see. In fact, it's a mythic. Okay, great. So we just need our tribal chief, man. Let's go ahead and restore that HP. Now that I got that mythic card, very hard card to get. Maybe we can actually salvage this tribal run after all. Because it's been the Owlbear show, man. It really has been. So let's kick things off here. Got a Wacky Works Lab. Caster of Deception. So this is the first unit on the first summon each turn. Okay, got it. Alright, well, let's play around with it then. Bringing guard with 60 HP and 8 attack. Okay, I'm liking it. Final Banquet Plus, we also get that. Let's do it. Alright, here we go. Forgotten Elter. Awakens when 15 allied tribal units are killed and exhausts. The answer is yes. Let's throw it down. Bottom lane. Military Arts. In fact, should have probably used that first. That's okay. Bringing guard. Right up there. Oh, okay. Never mind. I should have probably summoned them first to make use of the Lone Wolf Pipe. Should have used that as well. Okay, a little out of sequence. Forgiveness. Tribal Vanguard. Let's get some tribals on the field then, since we need them to perish. Alright, 5 of 15. Okay, so this thing's gonna awaken soon. Kind of excited to see what happens. I've never used the card before, and here we go. 280 HP and 8 attack. Absolutely insane. Let's get a Tribal Vanguard out there. Let us get swallowed up, and this guy's gonna use his, yeah, become 1. Alright, 9 of 15 now. Alright, well, let's keep sending the tribals. In fact, yeah, I've got to be ultra aware of what I'm summoning. It's the first time I've used And I shouldn't have used Army of the Dead there either. It's the first time I've used Lone Wolf Pipe. Right? But I'm curious to see what happens with this thing. Alright, Army of the Dead. Let's sequence this appropriately now. Let's use this. Let's use Army of the Dead. Reserve Forces to get an extra summon in the hand. Tribal Merchant, yes. Powered Flamecaster. Let's go Tribal Merchant, because he's going to get the buff. And Empowered Flamecaster. We can use Boots of Swiftness. Absolutely. Spark Catalyst. Boom. Use this. Another Spark Catalyst. Blow him to smithereens. Now let's go. Party at the boss. Alright, 11 of 15. We're almost there. Let's keep sending these guys bottom lane. With a whole bunch of ghosts as well. Alright, let's go. Alright, here we go. Look at this guy. Huaka. Area damage. 333 HP. Wow. Absolutely insane. Okay, so that's super cool. That is super, super cool. Reserve Forces. Nothing really happening with that. So let's do this. And this. The Caster of Deception falls by this very, very strong Owlbear, man. Alright, Goblin Horde plus Sticky Poppet or Rucksack Rummage. Let's refresh this. Traces of the Rush. Letter of Recommendation. Make a copy of one summon card in your hand and put it in your hand. Is this considered a summon card? It's a structure. Okay. Doomsday. Played around with that already. I mean, this certainly has its function, but I like a nice lean deck. I think Letter of Recommendation works, but I think we have plenty of options. If I could get it enhanced, I suppose we'll take it. Can give us another tribal summon if we need it. Alright, so this can potentially help me copy. Right, like an event that copies, but I think we got to get to the Wacky Works lab. And continue to tinker around. How about that Forgotten Altar? Do we tinker around with this? Yes. The answer is yes. Reduce mana by 1. Increase the number of units by 1. Yes. 20% chance for reduce health to 1. The health of the structure reduced to 1. But when it summons the Huaka, right? I actually think that's completely fine. I think it's completely fine, right? Because it's going to summon this Huaka dude with 333. It's just got to survive. Place it in the back. Should be just fine. So let's keep rolling. We can have an event. I got to keep stacking together these fights, man. Because I've got to get the Tribal Chief. That's the card we need. There's another rare tribal card as well. I forget exactly what it's called. But that would be another target as well. Alright, so we do get the Forgotten Altar here. But one call out is this guy, right? Is going to spread damage broadly. Final Banquet. Do I hit this? I think so. This guy has 6 HP. That's going to do 5. Well, let's do Final Banquet. Alright, so Letter of Recommendation. Make a copy of one summon card in your hand. Of course, it's going to have a mana cost. Oh, what do you know? You can do it with this. Wow. Okay, so we can get 2 of these. It says one summon card, I suppose. Look at this. We got 3 of them now. Absolutely insane. Owlbear. Flamecaster. You gotta hope that we can get there. I mean, this barrel's gonna get destroyed, right? Yeah, you knew that was gonna happen. Okay, well, we can certainly play around with our little newfound combination, Letter of Recommendation and the Forgotten Altar. Absolutely. I can get the altar enhanced as well, which is going to be super fun. So let's get there. Healing Spring Plus. More owl bears. Yeah. In fact, a very, very strong owl bear now. Alright, pound away. Let's pound him down. Let's see. Do I have a tactics card? Let's use this. Let's get you. Let's use this. Let's get this. Suppose we could just do it again. Boom. So merchant enhanced, he's not. Okay. Well, either way, those cards are exhausted anyways, so. We'll try that in the next fight. We'll try to get a bunch of forgotten altars out there. But the owl bear with that lone wolf pipe, so strong. Franging card. 8,460, right? Like, just crazy stuff, man. Let's get the tribal merchant, monostone. Tribal vanguard. Let's keep going. I mean, this guy knows he's toast. He knows it. Alright, solidifying will. Yes, don't mind if I do. Boom. Alright, party at the boss. I'm really excited to try out this forgotten altar. And unbelievably, I just haven't come across the chieftain yet. Hey, how about this? We finally get it, the tribal chief. Welcome to the deck, my man. Let's go. Influence. Cost of cards with tribal in their name is reduced to 0. Better late than never. Let's go. Alright, so, campfire here. Danger fight. Wacky Works lab here, like right before the ending. But I definitely want to get my Forgotten Altar enhanced. So let's be a lot more aware of the sequence in which I'm playing cards now. Healing Spring Plus. Yes. Let's get it. What is this guy doing? Spears and basic orcs. Right, not a big deal. I think light cav and archers probably have something to say about it. Got one light cav that is very, very strong. Let's see how you do in fight. Let's go. The lone wolf pipe. It's actually kind of fun to play around with. I haven't really played around with it too often. All right, here we go. So the Forgotten Altar, we can enhance it. So let's go military arts. Okay, so it becomes cheaper. Got it. So only one unit is summoned. Let's go reserve forces. Because I could final bank with this as well. I think so. Because if I can get the letter of recommendation, which I get right here, perfect. Okay, so let's throw this out. Let's get the Forgotten Altar. Yes. Army of the Dead. Yes. Reserve forces. I want to use this. I want to get a different card to summon first. Tribal Chief. Too expensive, of course. So the Forgotten Altar. I guess if we just summon this first, it'll be fine. I mean, the Vanguard will be very, very strong, but I want to do this. Right there. And then this. Tribal Vanguard. In fact, we're going to be in trouble in the bottom lane, aren't we? Yeah, big trouble. Wait, what happened? Why did that go away? Did he use something? He must have used Let's Swap. Alright, Richards, in for some hurt here. Yeah, that's not good. Alright, looks like we're going to have to wait. I mean, I guess we still have you. But a very, very strong archer to start things off with. Yes, Tribal Vanguard. If we get the Tribal Chief out, it becomes free to use. Tribal Vanguard Plus. 4 of 15. Let's get this guy in there, huh? Alright, so Light Cav. Tribal Merchant. definitely getting a lot of cavalry, but obviously the spear wall, not a good combination. So let's get you there then. Tribal merchant. Tribal migrant. I think the merchant's probably more useful. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm kind of concerned about the bottom shelf. Suddenly. Let's bolster the HP a little bit on these guys, I suppose. Alright, nice. They hang in there just long enough. And he's going to be swapping things on ghosts. Interesting choice. Alright, military arts plus. We could certainly do it. Otherwise, this is almost there. But I need the owl bear. Pretty big. Let's sacrifice more tribal vanguards to the cause. How about that? Very strong cavalry gets home. Lone wolf pipe. I haven't really messed around with it too much. Maintenance. Does this let you choose if it's enhanced? All cards in your hand, draw cards equal to the number of discarded cards. I'm good. Let's skip off of it. And let's keep rolling. Got a campfire coming up. Gotta stay alive. Alright, we got the Orconium reactor. I mean, we definitely want to start things off with the light cav. Just all beast it up. Tribal vanguard as well. Let's go. Alright, does 1 damage to Richard. Forgotten altar. Might not be the fight for it, to be honest. Yeah, we have to flood the field with our units. Get in there. Alright, good DPS, guys. Alright, a couple of tribals do fall. We've got a healing spring. Could final bank with this. Let's do it. Army of the Dead, yes. Healing spring, yes. Tribal merchant. Tribal migrant. It's actually pretty strong with the lone wolf pipe. There you go. Now you're seeing the manipulation. Let's see. Who would cost 2? How about this? Can we get another one drawn? Not quite. I don't have any space for my... Well, that's most unfortunate. But that's okay. Let's go. This thing's not long for this realm anyways. Yeah, it's definitely a new deck. Like, I haven't played around with some of the advanced mechanics of the tribal deck. Solidifying will, rain of arrows, or militia shieldsman plus. We're good. Alright, let's get in here. Restore health by 30%. I'm trying to think of what's coming up. Like, there's a guy with the germination, right? It actually might be a great idea for me to heal right now. Otherwise, what should be enhanced? Forgotten altar, I think, obviously. But there's ways I can make that nice and cheap. The tribal chief, I believe, his cost is reduced. I'm gonna heal. Need a little bit. Need a little bump. Alright, Alright, so danger fights. Let's do it. Alright, ambush shaman. Alright, so what's this guy gonna do? Okay, so red troll, charred spirit. Deactivate one random tile for 3 turns. Alright, that's what this guy's all about. Got it. This guy restores his HP to full. He's got 100 HP. Okay. Well, let's get the light cav. To just 1v1 this guy, right? Let's get the tribal chief. Tribal vanguard. Tribal migrant. You see all of those count as unit summons, right? So think about that with the decorated Shamshir. Be a pretty crazy combination, actually. Alright, so that tile gets deactivated. Looks like this guy's copycatting me. Yep, he is. Okay. Good to know. Alright, Army of the Dead. Yes. Let's go with Healing Spring. Reserve Forces. Choose 1 summon card. Let's get something that's nice and cheap. Tribal Vanguard. Tribal Merchant. Tribal Vanguard. Archer top shelf, you bet. Let's go. Alright, nice. The cavalry wins. Bottom lane. Got another big troll coming in. This is very expensive. The Forgotten Altar. Got 1 Mana Stone. Letter of recommendation. I mean, if I'm going to be responsible here, we got to go Owlbear top lane. Because if those guys get home, I'm in big trouble. I'll make a copy of it. Just so we have 2 in our hand, right? But yeah, the Owlbear needs to address this. Another troll coming bottom lane. So I think this is the appropriate time to hit the final banquet. Got a full deck. Can maybe get that Forgotten Altar out there for free. Let's try it. Alright, very nice. Forgotten Altar. Getting out there for free. Let's get you down first, though. Varangian Guard. Forgotten Altar in the back. Doubling up. Got the Owlbear. Can send him probably on this lane as well, I suppose. Or on this lane, I suppose. And then let's go ahead and load up on tribals. Tribal Vanguard. Let's just see if we can kind of sacrifice him, I suppose. At least that's the thought. Let's go with something like this. Oh, this guy wants some of the cavalry. Alright, cavalry falls. This lane is locked up. Got archers in the mid. So let's go tribal merchant. Oh, it doesn't let me use it. Got it. Alright, these guys are getting crushed, which is what we want. Looks like it does split the souls as well. Okay, got it. That's good to know. Alright, tribal chief. Let's go Army of the Dead. Got another Forgotten Altar. Let's go tribal chief. Let's hit you. And light cav as well, I suppose. Tribal chief. He's got to hang in there, and he does. And the Owlbear is going to get home and just cause havoc. So Varangian Guard. I think it's a great fit. Let's go with the Shaman. Tribal Chief, top shelf. Reserve Forces. Let's go ahead and grab. It's the most numerous. Tribal Vanguard, I suppose. Let's get him swiftly into battle. Let's go. Alright, tribals. Going down. 8 of 15. It looks like he's going to run out of HP. Which is most unfortunate. Been finding it hard to actually get this thing summoned on the field. Yeah, he falls. Let's get a relic. Horsehead Ram. That's not too bad. Light cav, right? Budding Squire, Great Sword, or Protective Lights. Think I'm good. Alright, interesting. Let's get this Huaku dude summoned. Herb Glow Ink or Cracked Shield. That'll be useful. Into another fight. Let's see if we can get it summoned. Alright, the War Monk. So he's going to summon units that are ranged down here, which should allow our tribals to simply just get swept up, right? Let's kick things off with the V-Guard. Who should be able to take a lot of this punishment. I mean, absolutely. With the Healing Spring, it's pretty indestructible, actually. Alright, letter of recommendation. We could get the Forgotten Altar down. I mean, this is definitely what I want to do. So, let's get it down. Right there. Yes. Tribal Vanguard. Yes. Just get sacrificed. Bringing guard. Holding tough. Holding strong. Alright, so we have a Bloodlust Orc coming in. Absolutely terrifying. Alright, Healing Spring, yes. Powered Flamecaster. The Archer is obviously a good choice to kick things off. Reserve Forces. Could get this. Let's see. Let's use it. Let's get a Tribal Vanguard. Let's get you down first, Mr. Archer. Let's go with the Vanguard. Healing Spring now would be great for the Varangian Guard to hang in there. Looks like he's going to. Absolutely. Okay, so he's very much the key to taking out this guy, who is quite the customer. Alright, Final Banquet. I think we unfurl the Final Banquet. Let's do it. Letter of recommendation. We can get a couple of chiefs. Could also get a really strong... Well, actually, maybe not too strong, because there's only one in the stack anyways. Could go for a really strong Owl Bear. I mean, obviously, you want to do it. So let's do it. And then let's get all these tribals. Let's see if we can get this Forgotten Altar awakened. Let's get the Tribal Chief ×2. In fact, up here where he's just going to wait at the end is great. We'll make all of our tribals free summons. Let's get the speed on these guys so they rush forward and hopefully perish by the Bloodlust Orc. Alright, nice. Here we go. Huaka. Behold, Huaka. Owlbear taking a lot of damage, but how about that? We actually killed the Bloodlust Orc and his 200 HP. An insane attack. Actually managed to kill him, which is kind of crazy. So let's send a wave and a fleet of tribals. Then let's go. Reserve Forces. Choose one summon card. I think I can do that. Let's get another... Let's get another Tribal Vanguard. Kind of fit the aesthetic. I mean, he's on the field with Huaka. Got a giant ball of units here, though. My goodness. Can Huaka hang in there? I mean, look at this area damage, man. He's got so much HP as well. 333 HP. Absolutely insane. What's he hitting for? 10 as well. I mean, impressive. Impressive stuff. Alright, well, let's kick things off with the owlbear. You bet. Tribal chief. I mean, he's free. It's free to summon the chief. Solidifying will. You bet. Let's hit this. Spark catalyst this ball of units. Set him alight. Should kill them all. And it does. Alright, Huaka. Actually, no, this is not a good matchup for our boy, Huaka. However, it looks like he's going to get the healing spring. Can he hang in there? That's the question. Army of the Dead. Tribal Chief. Stack another one up there. Huaka, hang in there, buddy. Alright, very nice. Oh no, Huaka falls. Man, I was hoping for good things for our boy, Huaka. Boom. And boom. Alright, very nice. I love Spark Catalyst. Ever since my fire run, I see it as a much more viable option. This campfire down here has an HP value. You see that? Weird. Army of the Dead. Owlbear. You see this down here? It's registered as a bow shooter, which is interesting to me. I mean, this is actually a pretty crazy fight. Like, if we didn't have the Varangian Guard, we'd be in big trouble with that. The Bloodlust Orc, man. The guy's a handful. With insane damage output and potential. Bunch of tribal chiefs. Tribal Vanguard, you bet. Another one, you bet. And the War Monk falls. Excellent. Let's get a card. Load blueprint, sticky pop it. I'm good on all that. Alright, another danger fight. So I do fear that it's the one guy with the germination. Yep, the green loving gardener, here he is. So this is a challenging fight. Because it forces you to sack your HP. But we do get the healing spring to kick things off with. I mean, let's start things off with Final Banquet, I think. Alright, so what do we have? We got Army of the Dead. Germination. I mean, healing spring. Yes. Army of the Dead. Yes. Letter of recommendation. Yes, on the Varangian Guard. You bet. So we'll do one down here and one up here. It's definitely the way to go. Tribal Vanguard. Let's use this on you. Tribal Vanguard. Tribal Migrant. I'll purge those as necessary, but I think I'm gonna just stay put for now. The guards have to break down this barrier, and we gotta get the Forgotten Altar on the field. I mean, Healing Spring and Varangian Guard, right? Like, what a combination, man. Alright, here we go. Forgotten Altar. In fact, I think this is probably the fight where we can get a pretty good push from said Forgotten Altar. But if I summon it first, right? So let's actually get a Vanguard down first, and then we actually get two of them. So let's put it right in the middle. So maybe we can get one on each lane, you know what I mean? I'm actually surprised I got it. Like, you rarely ever see mythic cards. Like, they're so rare to get. Alright, so I do have to start sacking some HP, don't I? Don't like to do it, but definitely have to clear out. This Tribal Vanguard's actually surviving pretty well. Well, these guys could certainly use the attack buff. Let's go. Just one Varangian Guard able to I mean, it's a thing to behold for sure. All right, letter of recommendation. We have Army of the Dead. I mean, I've got to go Owlbear. We got to help this guy out. He's completely surrounded. Let's see how we do in just 1 of 15. Now, do they share souls or not? It kind of seems like they do. All right, let's go Flamecaster. Let's go Vanguard. Migrant. All right, keep taking down my tribals, please. I want the Huaka again. All right, tribal merchants. Got 2 of 15 only. This guy throws a lot of units at you. He's definitely not the easiest foe. Tribal Vanguard, yes. Tribal Chief, how about that? Good time for you to show up, pal. Nice. Alright, a bunch of tribals coming bottom lane. Get the Chief back into our hands. Get more numerous numbers out there. Alright, so this guy's having a bunch of trouble. Definitely not a good combination. So I feel like I have to use a few more of these, unfortunately. Let's do this. What do we have going on? 8 of 15. Alright, pull the spears down. Yep. Got to get a guy on the top lane here to take out one lone shield carrier. Let's hope we don't get too many germinations in our hand. Ugh. Well, Varangian Guard will do. Boots of Swiftness. Let's go. Alright, he goes down. Bloody Cloak. Double the attack damage of ally units with 1 remaining health on the battlefield. Kind of niche, but we'll certainly take it. Contract Killer, Solidifying Will, or Fire Pit. I'm good. Alright, Wacky Works Lab. I think so. Choose 1 summon card. Forgotten Altar again, right? Maybe I can give it, like, Vanguard or Retain or something. Remove Exhaust. Wow, remove Exhaust? Are you kidding me? That's crazy, dude. Increase the number of units by 1. So we could get 3. Which is also crazy. I mean, if we can remove Exhaust, then I can just keep summoning it. Which is insane, especially if they share souls. So let's do that. Always place at the bottom. Reduce the number of units by 5. Reduce health by 10. Can't drop below 1. Yeah, let's reduce the health again. No problem there. Alright, Campfire. Do we go with the card enhancement? Think so. Forgotten Altar. It is a little expensive. So let's make it nice and cheap. Well, for the most part. And let's see if we can use Huaka to win the final battle. We're gonna find out. Alright, we got the Snow Melter Zol Gruk. Now this guy sends a lot of units your way and he lights up these torches, which gives them buffs, of course. And you definitely got to be careful of the one that increases move speed. +1/+1 to all enemy units on the battlefield. Okay. He's got some shield carriers coming top shelf. Bow shooters mid. Orcs bottom. I think it's a good time to use the Final Banquet. Alright, letter of recommendation. Yes, let's do it. Varangian Guard. Of course. And let's go Varangian Guard bottom shelf. Got the shield carriers top. Reserve forces, well, let's see. Let's go top and bottom with the V-Guard. And then, of course, we're going to want somebody that can win. I think Tribal Chief, top shelf is good. Let's go with the Archers. Tribal Vanguard, middle. Tribal Merchant. Reserve Forces. And if only I could get one more. One more mana, but it's not going to happen, is it? Alright, Archer's coming down. And he's got move speed and indomitable to the commander. Okay. Alright, let's go. Just got to stave off the middle lane here. Looks like we're going to have plenty of units to do so. Okay, very good. Very, very good. Alright, we got the Owl Bear. Reserve forces. Let's get the Forgotten Altar. Two or three. If I summon you, I can get the Mana Stone. Definitely got to keep this middle lane busy. Especially these guys with their increased move speed, you know what I mean? Alright, we're feeding some souls in. 6 of 15. It looks like it still has exhaust on it, though. Despite my, Wacky Works Lab endeavor, which is interesting. Powered Flamecaster. Militia Archer mid. Boots of Swiftness. Get home quickly. Alright, so it looks like the top lane definitely needs some help. I suppose without the healing spring, right, the Varangian Guard doesn't necessarily survive as long as it typically would. Alright, so we got some archers down here. Let's see if we can take out some of these guys. Boom. Very nice. Alright, Tribal Vanguard. Get it. Another one. Get it. Letter of recommendation. Be great to have the Tribal Chief. But this should be enough kills, and we do get the healing spring, but don't have the mana to play it. Alright, here we go. Huaka. Get on the field, Huaka. Let's go. Huaka. Area damage. It rose, nourished by the souls entwined with the earth. Alright, cool. So, Huaka, our boy, is going mid, for sure. And he should have something to say. So let's power him up. Send some tribals along with him, given that's his kind of thing, and let's go. Huaka, going mid. What a cool card. It takes a little setup, right? If you had like a true tribal deck, which, you know, granted we are maybe a little shy. Just a little bit shy on it right now. Like, we've got a couple of tribal options, but we're not overloaded with tribal cards. But it would be a fun little deck to just really exploit, would it not? Tribal Merchant. Oh, in the next turn, okay. So we actually can use this. I was thinking it was for the turn, but gotta read the cards, right? You just gotta read them. It's right there for you to read. You just gotta read. Alright, here we go. So it is not exhausted then. Super, super cool. All right. Let's see. Military arts. We could use it. Probably should. Let's see. Can I get all 3 of them? Not quite, so let's go Flamecaster. Yeah, because the Tribal Migrant has to be swapped out. How about that? Can I actually double up your Ghost as well? Super cool, man. Army of the Dead goes well with a Tribal deck. It does appear. And we're going to get a Huaka. We're charging them up to hit top lane. How about this? Now we're going to be able to find out, do they actually share souls, right? So 0 of 15. Do they share souls? That's the question that I have. Let's go. Bring in card. Just literally indestructible with the Healing Spring. Alright, let's get some more tribals. And let's send them in there. And I'm purposely summoning, because what I want to do is, I want numerous tribals, right? And I kind of want this battle to persist a little bit so we can get some more Huakas. So these guys are 4 in a stack, which is great. Can help you draw a card as well. Militia Archer, sure. Guess we'll do some Cav as well. But yeah, we got Huaka on the boss just doing monstrous things. Got the cavalry in there as well. And this guy just keeps throwing out units. So we got some quick Cav coming in the bottom. However, we got some Tribal Vanguards. Here we go, Tribal Chief. Tribal Vanguard. We can hit... We got Tribal Migrant as well. So let's make a copy of them. Let's go Tribal Vanguard. Top, I suppose. Tribal Chief. Alright, so we're sending a lot of tribals now. So let's cap things off with Army of the Dead. And let's go. Hopefully all these guys get taken out by these cavalry. Feed those souls. And Melter Zolgrok. Alright, so 0 of 15. Really, 0 of 15. That simply can't be true. Maybe the mechanic is broken. You know what I mean? Because we're not feeding souls anymore, which is interesting. And that shouldn't be the case. It really shouldn't. Let's go. The strong back of Huaka is carrying us through. He's on the boss, just pounding away. And you love to see it. I mean, honestly, getting Huaka was a stretch goal. It's not wise to often bet on getting mythics because they're just so rare. But getting him was a total stretch goal. So I'm really glad we managed to get him in this one. It was cool. Would have been great to have the Tribal Chief maybe just a little bit earlier so we could mess around with the mechanics of that, but Red Cloak Sharpened Axe completed the campaign as Richard the First. The shadow still watches you. Yes, indeed. But yeah, it was really fun to get Huaka, the Forgotten Altar, put that together. And although we didn't, you know, have a super high population of tribals in our deck, we still managed to mess around with the tribals and win, of course, as well. It looks like we also have the Oxford Knights unlocked with Richard the First now. Absolutely. Tremendous. So we can do an Oxford Knights run, like a true cavalry run with the Oxford Knights. You know, Catapract, Light Cav, right? Probably be a pretty overpowered run, but we can certainly do that. I've also got a bunch of other ideas for other runs, but, you know, let me know in the comment section below if you have some ideas as well. Be happy to hear them. I mean, I've got all kinds of ideas. But of course, RNG can sometimes kind of dictate the way you build your deck. I think in this like I was saying, the tribals, right? We did manage to assemble a decent amount of tribals in the hand, including the Forgotten Altar, which is absolutely insane. Definitely wasn't banking on getting that, but it would have been nice to maybe get the tribal chief a little earlier, and then have a few other tribal card options, of course. But, you know, all in all, I did have a lot of fun putting together this deck, and I do think that the tribals have very interesting synergies when working together. It's kind of predicated around reducing the cost and increasing the numbers, of course, and then we didn't really get great relics. But if there were some relic options that, you know, summon 5 cards in a turn, and then you get this power, like the Decorated Shamshir comes to mind, just imagine that combination. It'd be a pretty insanely strong one, if you think about it, especially with the Tribal Migrant, the Tribal Chief, and then just like a Tribal Vanguard. You'd be able to simply just swap them in and out, and summon, I don't know, like, endless? If you got the right hand, I think you would be able to endlessly summon the tribals and just really boost the attack of everything on the battlefield with that Decorated Shamshir. Pretty crazy. I think that would be a future combination. We can definitely try another tribal run in the future for sure. I'm definitely open to that. Like I said, I think we had a great amount of opportunity and room to even further optimize this, but sometimes you're simply just given what the game gives you. So thanks so much, my friends, for spending some time on the channel today. I hope you enjoyed the tribal run. Once again, let me know in the comments section below the next run that you want to see. I'm wide open for business, of course. And thanks again so much. So I'm going to get on out of here, and I'll be catching you in the next video. Thanks a lot.